Hey, welcome to the fascinating world of random. Today you're going to see the most important tools in my toolbox, and you're going to salivate all over them.
But first, we're going to hose down a piano action with a can of WD-40.
All right, so let the salivating begin. No, but really, I'm going to show you this toolkit. This is what I carry. This isn't my whole toolkit, but you know, oddly enough, I'm a piano technician, and so is he. And he was just out back, just soaking that thing down with WD-40. I went out there and whacked him over the top of the head with this thing. This is my main tuning hammer. It's called the Shark, and it is designed. We've designed this, and we produce it, and we sell it. So actually, this whole kit that I'm going to show you, it's not like per se a kit. It's just the number one things I grabbed out of my toolbox all the time, and it's the thing that these are the things that make me the most money. So
Isn't this your big 14-incher?
That's the big 14-incher right there.
All right.
That's the big. Now he doesn't have a 14-incher.
I don't.
His is more like
mine's a bit smaller.
His is like 7 inches or something. Now he's actually using in his toolbox. He's using the prototype, the very first handmade prototype of the Shark, and I'm gonna upgrade him to the 14-incher here probably after in a couple weeks.
Because bigger is better.
Bigger is better.
I don't care what they say. Bigger is better.
But I also have a little shorty here too, so we're gonna go through.
No, why don't you? But on that point though, why don't you tell them why bigger is better? Because you were explaining the thing. All joking aside, why is
all
bigger
joking
better?
aside, why is this is the only YouTube video that will actually explain to you why bigger is better, and you'll actually get it. So basically, when I started out tuning with the Shark, there's a couple things about the Shark, and there's other videos about it, but my shoulder was hurting a lot, and I liked the shorter hammer. I liked it about maybe 10 or 11 inches, and that's what a lot of guys like, and that's what the kind of old school hammers are, about 12 inches long, 11 inches. But I was like, I wonder what would happen if I made a super long one, because I had some techs asking me at the convention, I want one that's long and this and that, and I thought, nah, that's not going to work. Being kind of a younger tuner, I thought, it's not good. So I thought, well, I'm just gonna make one ridiculously long, and I made this thing, and it is like so much better. I don't know. It just has so much leverage. You can feel with the Shark being the carbon fiber, you can feel everything. It's a solid hammer. It's the only carbon fiber hammer that's weighted on the end, so
all the weight is down here. There's no weight up here.
Yeah, all about 12 ounces of the hammer, 14 ounces are in the head right here. This is like air. So basically, we have other videos, and I'll put some links in the description of me showing the close-up on the Shark. But the Shark has the 20-degree head from Jim Coleman, and it has we made this tip. It has the Watanabe number 2. That's what it comes with now in 14-inch. It has a 20-degree, like if you were like talking about motorcycles, a rake. It's got 20 degrees, so it sticks up. This is huge. So when you get a 14-inch hammer and you stick it in an upright, it actually sticks out like this and up towards you, so you don't have to lean all over the upright. Your back's not cranking out.
Don't break your back as much.
Yeah, and then so that's one reason I like the 20-degree angle. I don't ever use a 5-degree angle. I mean, everybody in the industry does, but I think its days are coming to an end. You get a 20-degree angle, and you're just gonna love it. The second thing on a grand, when you put this in a grand piano, the 20-degree angle kicks it up over the struts of the grand. So you have a lot more room. It puts the hammer up a bit. And then Jim Coleman designed this tip. It's super short. It's the shortest tip on the market. It's the shortest little tip. It basically gets your tuning hammer tip right down to where the business is happening. There's not flag pulling. See, this one's a really long one. And I use this hammer as my second hammer. It's really short. And this gets over, when you get to the end of the grand piano, you can get over the rim of the grand piano. So these are the two hammers I have. I don't have any other tips. These are basically, and this all comes in my kit that's going to be on our website, okay? So you can get this shorter hammer. You can get the 14-inch hammer. Some people like this. You can put these tips on. With the Shark, you can use any other tips. And those are the tuning hammers. So I use these two hammers only, these two tips only. There's no need to have a bunch of other stuff going on. And then I'm going to tell you about my mutes. Basically, on all grands, I use these little felt mutes. Okay, these are way better. than the rubber mutes on a Grands. They're way better. I can't explain to you. Once you use them, you'll never want to go back to having those little rubber mutes sticking out of the Grand. You just drop these in. One good thing is they don't squish the dampers as much, so you can just drop them in there. They don't leave any residue on the strings, so for really high-end pianos, these are much better. So you can get some felt mutes. Then on an upright, I use this Trio. This is the Trio for upright muting, and I use a walk-down method. I use 2 mutes all the way down. These are the best mutes that you can get. They're the best mutes on the market. They're way better than these old-school mutes with the big old luggy old-school mutes. And so just trust me on that.
Yeah, those are what I use.
These are the best mutes.
These thin ones right here. In fact, I personally use these all the way down. This is probably where Eric and I differ on.
Because I use this thing at the very end, like the last 2 octaves when you get over that second break in an upright or in a spinet. This thing is a huge time saver, and you can get this in the kit as well. This is a little, it's like you can stick it in there, and then you can stick it, the hammers. These, I hate those at the end because you got to kind of cram them in there. And you know if you're tuning pianos, you're cramming them down, trying to reaching through all the hammers. This, you stick it straight through. Yeah, you stick it straight through the hammers. You can get it right through there, and it mutes on. And this is great. So these are the mutes I use. These 3 mutes save you tons of time.
These do practically the same thing. You know, they chop back and forth too, like an alligator. You know.
They do that in an alligator.
But they don't do what this does. So he's probably right. I just never took the time.
This takes away a lot of time because you don't have to cram them down in there. You just stick it straight in. Even on uprights, you can use these, and these have a lot of uses. And then the last 2 little things that I use in my kit all the time, and these tools we actually manufacture too and sell these, is the Rapid Voicer tool and kit. And so basically, this is a string through voicer. You use this just to touch up. There's a lot of them on the market. But our new ones are basically just kind of like the throwaway versions. We send you 4 of them with each kit. You don't have to you're not going to replace needles. We just make them. You can use them, and they don't really break. But if they do, you can just go get another one. But this tool right here is the Rapid Voicer tool. You can learn all about it on Rapid Voicer on our website, Fascinating World of Random, or go to Piano Tuner Tools. The links are in the description.
That thing is
there.
amazing.
Yeah, this thing right here makes you so much money and saves you so much time. And it's practically the only teaching out there on voicing that just makes sense to just an average tech. You can pick it up, you can learn in like 10 minutes.
Mystical about it.
There's nothing mystical about this, and actually the customer can hear it right away. We upsell rapid voicing all the time. And if you don't have this tool, if you don't have an easy, simple way to voice down a piano, entire jobs
with just this tool,
just the Rapid Voicer,
an entire service call billing, and all we had to use was
this tool.
Other than, of course, your
screwdrivers
to get the action out.
Yeah. See, most guys will make voicing. It can become this big, enormous idea, and he's trying to do all this stuff, and you're trying to make this happen. My mentor, Jack Hamilton, came up with this. He uses it. He showed me when I was young. A couple years into my being a piano tech, I realized everybody's asking about voicing, and then I went to try to learn about it, and it was all these,
nobody wants to tell you.
Stuff. It's all secretive.
It's like Bruce Lee, It's like, oh, you can't tell people that, Can't reveal the secrets of the ancient arts.
That's exactly right. But Jack shows you a way in the Rapid Voicer training, and I explain it step by step, where even a fairly young technician can go through and voice successfully. I voice concert level people. I have very high-end clients, and they ask me all the time. I actually get calls over all these other technicians because I got these little tricks that I can use. And that's there's one other tool. It's called the Rapid Easer, and it's not on the table here, but it's in the kit. It's probably one of the biggest time savers. You go to a piano and you get up to the last octave, and the keys are sticking down. Well, again, we created a really simple tool. You just stick it in there one time, each side. It loosens up the keys. It's basically like easing the bushing without taking the key off. So it's an awesome tool, and all very affordable and money-making tools. That's what's in basically the Fascinating World of Random massive piano kit that's on our website. This is what I'm selling. You can buy this in all one kit, comes straight to you. We ship all over the world, so you can get your Sharks, your Rapid Voicer, your mutes, all the Pro Tools that we're using, and really the tools that what we're about is making money making it fast and doing a great job. So you want to be able
and
to
having fun.
having fun.
I mean, of course,
Yes.
we have fun with what
It's
we do.
the year of fun. That's what it is. Is this still the year of fun?
It is
It's
for
still the
another
year of
for
fun.
another week, and then it'll be the second year of fun
Second year.
with piano tools.
So if you have any questions, check the link, subscribe to our videos. There's all the links for all the rapid tools, all the rapid voicers, the sharks in the video, and we are helping you get more money and do a better job and basically not
And making
not suck.
pianos sound awesome. We want you to save the world, and we want you to do it one piano at a time
Save the world, one piano
That's
at
right.
a time.
with
all right.
these tools.
With these tools only. These are piano-saving, world-saving, piano-saving tools.
That's right.
That's what they are. And that's what we use every single day.
Now subscribe to our channel, like this video, and comment below if you got questions.
And don't be a butthole.
Don't be a butthole.